Yeah, we're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, the Triple Crown Series up and running in Jamaica, and it's cheers to the 2000 Guineas winner grabbing the headlines. The Triple Crown Series kicks off in Barbados as well, and the result, not the one most fans expected. A bumper weekend for Caribbean horse racing men at Canada's Woodbine. 4 stakes wins for them, plus a thrilling English Derby run at Epsom Downs. Our opening story from Jamaica.
At Caymanas Park, 12 runners in Saturday's Jamaica 1,000 Guineas for fillies going a mile. The purse just over $24,000, opening Jamaica's Triple Crown Series. There is a field and the odds. Spootilicious in the 2 box, the second favourite at 2-1. Number 3 Mamma Mia, the 6-1 third favourite. And it's her stablemate Talita in the 12th box, the Portmore winner last month, the big 1-5 favourite. Ace commentator Brad Rickman picks them up now mid-race with champion trainer Jason DaCosta's 2 highly fancied entries dueling up front.
Mamma Mia tackled now by stablemate Thalita. These two going at it, and now Thalita points over Mamma Mia as they leave the 7/16th. Bootylicious asked to close the gap along with Acknowledge Me fading back into 4th. A gap opens up to Essential Quality. Then Wayne's Princess joined by All for Love. She's My Hedge Fund races up next. Gally Links is there. Natural Dancer and Brown Skin Girl now begins her late run, and Bella at the back, but they've turned for home in the Guineas. Thalita on the outside. Stablemate Mamma Mia not giving an inch down against the rail, but Thalita looks to have a slim lead. Mamma Mia continues the battle over against the rail. They drive toward the furlong pole. It's an old Jason DaCosta affair. On the inside it is Mamma Mia. On the outside Thalita. Mamma Mia now looks to be gaining the upper hand, driven by Philip Parchment. This is the 1,000 Guineas, and Mamma Mia upsets Thalita to win it.
Philip Parchment's vigorous ride here gets the job done, rousing Mamma Mia to a late race kick that gets the win by a widening 2 lengths by Soul Warrior out of the Royal Minister mare Princess Gita. Mamma Mia is a half-sister to the 2018 Oaks winner Faye Ruse. This is the only horse to have ever beaten the Super 3-year-old Mojito. She did so twice as a 2-year-old actually, and gives jockey Parchment his 3rd classic win, all for owner Carlton Watson after 2019 Oaks winner Princess Annie and 2020 Derby winner King Arthur. And staying comfortable down the backstretch was key in the race strategy.
Plan was to break, go half length or length and regulator from there. But coming across the 7 furlong, I saw Acknowledge Me and another horse came outside, which I know never had any chance. So I backed up a little bit, let them run the first 4 or 5 furlong, and then went back through and regulator from there.
Oh yeah, when I saw the pace, it was pretty easy, you know. I always thought if Mamma Mia got an easy lead, she'll be really tough, because she's always been a class horse.
Saturday's Jamaica 1,000 Guineas impressively to Mamma Mia as a 6-1 bet over the favourite Talita in a 1-2 finish for trainer Jason DaCosta and owner Carlton Watson. Winning groom is Cristo Anthony, who was She's a Man-Eater's groom in the second half of her brilliant racing career. 1 minute 39 seconds, even the winning time for the 1-mile trip. 24 hours later, the Colts and Geldings in Sunday's 2,000 Guineas in the 9-horse field. Number 2, last year's champion 2-year-old Mojito on a 4-race winning streak. The heavy 1-9 favourite, the 8-horse Money Miser at 7-2. The only other entry with notable betting support. And here's why. It wasn't much of a race really. After overcoming some early traffic problems that relegated him to the back of the field, Mojito effortlessly accelerated toward the lead under a patient and confident Dane Dawkins ride, and shot clear, leaving the far turn.
The fleet-footed Mojito has been sent to that lead and slips away by some 3 lengths. Ability trying to chase as they leave the 7/16th. Awesome Anthony is right there in the 3rd. Money Miser now beginning to go down as they leave the 3/8 pole. Sensational Move races up with Rhythm Buzz. A break back to Secret Admiral and a Burning Valor, the Carl Anderson team. And at the back remains Wiz a Kid. But out in front it's Mojito turning for home in the 2,000 Guineas. And Richard Azan's missile has been let loose. The rider having a look behind him, and it is all Mojito beginning to run away from them. It is Mojito and Dane Dawkins in charge in the 2,000 Guineas. Mojito is a big one. He's sending a message for the rest of the classics. Could I take the Triple Crown? And he sure could. Mojito has trampled the field and destroys them.
Really just a passenger in the saddle. Champion jockey Dane Dawkins, absolutely no challengers as the colt, only shown the whip, not hit with it even once, stretches his winning streak to 5 races. Mojito by Savoy Stomp out of 50 Shades of Ray. Dawkins rides his first 2,000 Guineas winner and third Classic Triumph, giving trainer and part owner Richard Azan a 10th Classic Triumph. Among his best charges, Azan has multiple Super Stakes winners, Menudo and Mark My Word, a Triple Crown winner, and he is already putting Mojito with that lofty pair.
He's one of the best because I have trained really good horses, and now he ranks there, right with that.
Mojito as the 1-9 favorite, a 12.5 length winner in the 2,000 Guineas. The second favorite, Money Miser, second. The winning time, a quick 1:37 and 2/5. No winner has gone faster in this event in more than a decade. Wow Wow's 2020 winning time of 1:37 and 3/5, the closest. Owners Azan and Alexander Haber and groom Reverton Nelson will now look to the July 1st St. Leger and the Derby on the 7th of August for Triple Crown glory.
To Barbados now, where their Triple Crown Series opened with Saturday night's Guineas for Phyllis Colts and geldings over 7.8 furlongs at the Garrison Savannah.
US $18,000 the purse. Sir David Seal's number 7 horse, the filly, indelible on a 4-race winning streak, a big 4-5 favorite with Rashid Hughes up for trainer Richard Dean. Number 2, Let It Be Me at 4-1, and the 5 horse Matilda at 9-2, the next best supported in the betting. After her good win in the BTBA Breeders' Stakes and Trophy Guinness Prep in late April, indelible, unbeaten so far as a 3-year-old, not expected to lose, but she's only 5th here, seemingly gaining, but in a spot of bother with Sir David Seal's unfancied Major Dan and Let It Be Me travelling really well up front.
Just as it come towards the quarter pole, it is Major Dan. On the outside here is Let It Be Me. Matilda's improved nicely. Big Chief on 1 pace. George has had enough. Indelible has 4 to find and less than a quarter mile to do so. And there are no more turns. And it's Major Dan on the inside. On the outside, here's Let It Be Me. Let It Be Me and Major Dan. Major Dan and Let It Be Me. Major Dan and Let It Be Me. Let It Be Me and Major Dan. It's a ding-dong battle to the wire. At the wire, it's Let It Be Me.
Dean Springer on commentary. What a brilliant ride by Ricky Walcott on the outside with a few right-hand cracks of the whip, collaring the long-time leader Major Dan in the middle. The big favourite indelible on the inside, only beaten a length and a quarter in a close-up third. Walcott reminds the Garrison Savannah racing fans of his immense quality. This 41-year-old rider won a track record 155 races in his championship winning season at Canada's Northlands Park back in 2009 and is still winning big ones. By Alma Dior out of Set Sail, Mr. Brain's Let It Be Me, second to indelible in the BTBA Breeders, goes one better here with the upset win at 4-1 odds by 3/4 of a length over the front-running 38-1 outsider Major Dan. Indelible third for the 7.8 furlong Guinness trip. Let It Be Me clocks 1:36 and 3/5 for trainer and breeder Naz Issa and groom Romario Coppin.
Now to Canada for a burst of $100,000 stakes wins for Barbadians at Toronto's Woodbine racetrack. 2 of them for the evergreen Patrick Bummel husbands, joined by Kevin Nichols and Nigel Burke. Now, just over a week after celebrating his 50th birthday, Husbands started off his added money double on Saturday.
In the Royal North Stakes 7th race on turf, here in the Red Cap Husbands aboard the even money favourite Our Flash Drive took some time to reel in the front running Forest Drift on his inside and then safely holds the closing 11-1 bet sweet enough to the wire as the 5-year-old mare completes back-to-back stakes wins, having won the Whimsical last month. Half an hour later in the Belmahone Stakes, Husbands again brilliant, pretty much gate to wire here aboard the 5-1 bet, super hoity-toity here on the inside. The betting heavy on a win for the 1-5 favourite and horse of the year Moira with champion jockey Kazushi Kimura in the light blue silks, but they hit an immovable object in Husbands and can't get past the 4-year-old filly Super Hoity-Toity. 3 stakes wins now for Super Hoity-Toity for champion trainer Mark Cassian owners Live Oak Plantation, and a Colony leading 4th stakes win here for Husbands. And the Caribbean men weren't finished for the weekend, because on Sunday this grey 6-year-old gelding Rockrest with Barbadian Kevin Nichols riding for trainer Nigel Burke, who is Barbados born and Jamaican, wins the Pink Lloyd Stakes with authority, gate to wire. Nichols in the winner's enclosure celebrating over 260 wins in Canada, but his first ever Woodbine Stakes win. Burke, the nephew of champion trainers Andrew and Anthony Nunes, enjoys his 2nd stakes win with Rockrest.
Now to England, where the great Frankie Dettori rode in what we expect to be his final Epsom Derby, because he has announced he's retiring this year. and the Barbados giant trainer Sir Michael Stout also had a derby entry.
The Tory was aboard the 4-1 favourite Arrest, but the code faded late race, as did Sir Michael's 8-1 shot Passenger. Let's pick up the race call with the US-bred outsider King of Steel quickening in a bold bid for an upset victory inside the last 2 furlongs.
King of Steel coming out of the pack, and King of Steel takes over for Kevin Stott. August Rodan trying to hunt down the leader, then the boxes. King of Steel trying to see it out. August Rodan with a length and a half to find and continues to close. White Birch running on late. King of Steel still narrowly. August Rodan is relentless down the outside, and it's another derby for Aidan O'Brien.
A third Epsom Derby win for jockey Ryan Moore, a record 9th for trainer Aidan O'Brien, the most successful trainer with 42 English Classic wins. Sir Michael Stout's Passenger, 8-1 odds, was 12th. Frankie Dettori's Mount Arrest faded to 10th. August Rodan, brilliant in the Epsom Derby win at 9-2 odds, reeling in the 6-1 outsider King of Steel for the win by a half length, 2:33.88 the winning time for the 12 furlong run.
Our statistical update now before we go. Caribbean racing men winning 68 races in the USA and Canada in the past week. Among them, the Barbadian rider Antonio Whitehall, now with 400 winners in Canada. He had a stakes win at Assiniboia Downs in Winnipeg and a Wednesday triple. The Jamaican Dane Nelson had a stakes win at Edmonton's Centrimal. TNT's Ridge Balgobin, a stakes winner as well at Vancouver's Hastings Racetrack. And the Jamaican Robert Hardball Halladine had a Tuesday double at Thistledown in Ohio. We've been at the track, covering top stories and exciting races in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.